is hooked up. First fish of the day. Does it feel pretty big? Okay, yeah, it's a trout rod. Let's see.
It's going down.
Ooh, yeah, make sure that drags nice and loose. Seems like it'd be pretty big. It could be a turtle.
No, it's not a turtle. Turtles don't move this much.
Yeah, I bet it's a cat. Ooh.
I just saw a little bit of it.
Yeah, drip some mud. There he is. Wait. Oh yeah. Ooh, it's a nice cat.
Weird looking.
It's mutated. What the heck is that? Is that an
turtle?
eel?
It's a snapping turtle.
Oh god. Really?
I think so.
Or a softshell turtle. Oh god, yeah, that's a turtle.
God damn it.
Oh no, turtles. I called it, guys. I knew it was a turtle. That thing looked like an eel for a second. Well, crap. Well, I don't know how he hasn't bitten you off. Yep, there he is. Little soft shell.
I wish
He got pranked.
Stop. Yeah, I know it hurts.
Just another day of fishing.
Come out. There we go. Oh, it just broke. No, that turtle has a hook in it.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Southwest Angling. I'm your host, Donnie KC. Today we are here at a local ditch and we're going to be fishing for carp. Probably one of the most common fish in lakes in the Southwest, yet they aren't really targeted too much. Ditch fishing is one of the best ways to catch them because there's just so many here. And yeah, we're going to show you how we're rigging for them, what we're using, and hopefully a few fish. Stay tuned. Hooked up with the first carp.
Don't go to those. No, don't go to there. Don't.
Oh no, don't get snagged. It's running like crazy.
Oh, I see him.
That corn was pretty close in, huh?
Yeah, it was right off the frame pretty much. Look at him.
Oh.
He's beautiful.
Okay, how are we going to land it, Trey?
Oh, he's not that big, so.
Oh, it's nice. Oh, that's a nice carp still.
Alright.
Here, do you want me to hand it in?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try with the carp.
Chumming.
Set him free. Awesome. First carp, Trey.
I know.
Right on. Let's see if we can get any more. Alright guys, here's the setup I'm running today. I actually just found this rod lying around in the ditch. Someone told us that there's a rod around, so we decided to make the most of it. So this is what I'm using. It is a Ugly Stick by Shakespeare. It's a surprisingly nice rod, but the reel is just a little spin cast. Spin casts, the drag systems are notoriously bad, but this one isn't too bad. I mean, it's caught me a few fish today. Again, I just found this, so I didn't know the line, but I'm going to assume it's 10 pounds, I'd say. I mean, yeah, can't really see the thickness. I don't know why I showed you it. And then off of there, I have 2 split shots. I'm not doing a sliding sinker rig because these are actually these are the split shots I found on the rod. And 2, I sort of am going for a bolt rig approach, so they're taking the bait. Oh, there's a spoon on there. That's not a part of the rig. But so what I want is that they're gonna take the bait and then feel the weight and then hopefully run off with it. So that's what I'm going for with these 2 heavy split shots. And then I have about a 20-inch leader, perhaps, with a really small mosquito hook right there. I don't know what size it is. Maybe, oh wow, the eye actually came off of that hook from the last fish. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's impressive. And bam, yeah, it came off. Good thing I checked that, or else I would have lost the next fish. But But yeah, small hooks are really good for carp. They don't really sense it, and I like to put 2 kernels on those little mosquito hooks because they can just take it in and not suspect anything. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna put a new hook on and hopefully catch another carp. We'll see you later. Rod, but I wasn't able to bring it, but I did find this. Some guy pointed out to us, oh, Trey got a fish. It's taking a lot of drag. Oh yeah, look at those swirls. Might have to cut this video so I can help him land it, but we're gonna show you. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, has some nice red fins. We're barely pitching it out there, maybe like right 7 feet. Yeah, just off the bank. Yeah, it's a nice one. Well, I'm gonna cut it to help him land it, and then we'll show you the fish. It is a nice one. Look at that. Was the hook in deep?
No, not really. He got right in the lip.
All right. Yeah, that's a nice one. Maybe 18 inches, I'd say. 20. Nice ditch carp. So a little close up for you there. Nice. Oh, it's right on the shore. Okay. Well, looks like we found ourselves a pretty nice hole here. Gonna keep on fishing. Alright guys, so now as for where we're fishing, it's good when you're going carp fishing to scout out the area, like make sure there are carp. So we took a walk around here this morning and we found this nice little pool. As stairs from a house going into it, so it's probably a little bit manicured, and it has like a huge tree going through the water. Yeah, you guys can see that, and it continues all the way over there. And so the carp, they have some structure to hide, and yeah, that's pretty much the place we're fishing. If you're looking for carp, like if you want to know an area has carp, look for like clouds of bubbles coming up, because that's them feeding on the bottom. And that's of course what you want when you're bottom fishing like we are. If they're feeding on cotton, try and find another area. But yeah, this is our little place. A lot of people think that the narrow runs of the ditch are good, but if like the widest part is the best. I mean, it holds a lot of fish. It warms up faster. That's just where they're sort of concentrated. So there's our little area, and it's been producing. So yeah. Ditches. All right guys, into another fish. That cast is just like 5 feet away from shore. I mean, didn't even try. This carp looks darker. I don't see the red fins yet. Coming close. Make sure the drag is set on this awful reel. Oh. Oh, it's a nice one. Golden. Not massive, but you know, still a lot of fun. I think carp are like the second hardest fighting fish pound for pound after the smallmouth bass. I should have made that a trivia question. You guys could have won prizes. Well, I'm gonna need the cameraman to help me land this fish, so we're gonna cut it off and show you when we land it. That was a really weird hook set. It was like in the cheek. I don't know how he did that. That's a nice fatty carp. Tail's a little red. I'd say 2 pounds, maybe, 1.5 pounds. Very nice. Whew. These are some strong fish. Gave me a good little tussle. Well, time to get them back. Hope I don't drop them like I normally do. Nice. Now with these carp, like, they do not bite. Because I have that bolt rig on, you don't feel like a little jig. You just, like, feel them run. So that's why it's good to have a nice drag system and a quality rod. So, yeah, let's keep fishing. Trey here just lost his favorite bait caster to a carp. We saw it go in. Give us your thoughts, Trey.
I hate my life, guys.
Yeah.
Every single carp.
Yeah, they're his least favorite fish right now. We're still gonna fish for them. We've looked around the ditch quite a bit. He's even waded in, searching for it. I really hope it turns up. I feel bad for him, but it's just a part of carp fishing, I guess. So let this be a lesson to you all. Always hold on to your rod / keep it very close, because Trey had 2 rods out and we didn't get to it in time before it went in the water. So also, if you just happen to find a gray rod with a black lose bait caster, please comment, because we need to give Trey back his rod. Trey just caught this huge bluegill. That's the biggest,
corn.
Yeah, on corn. That's the biggest bluegill I've seen out of this ditch. That's a nice one.
It's kind
Sort
of
of
dirty, but
yeah, it's a little dirty.
I pulled him all the way out of the water.
That's a nice fish. Did you think it was a carp at first?
Well, it bit a lot, so I just set the hook and I pulled it all the way out of the water.
Yeah, he just flung it up on shore. Well, that's a nice little bluegill. Sweet. Well, it's not a carp, but at least
It's a fish.
Yeah, it's a fish. Just another species that the ditch has to offer. All right, guys. Let's hope the next one's a carp. When you see this video, you're probably wondering what corn exactly we're using, but it honestly doesn't matter. Carp aren't picky at all. You can use any kind, really. We're just using this golden sweet corn by Kroger, and I mean, it's working. The Europeans make like flavored corn, like strawberry flavor, but it really doesn't matter. Maybe it's more pressured there and they need something extra. But here in America, we just use standard corn. And yeah, it's working. If you aren't allowed to use corn in your state, because in some you aren't, it's illegal, you can use boilies or dough balls. Those also work, but they're more work to make because chumming is a very important factor in this. Oh yeah, chumming. Cast your rod out, because it's easier to throw corn in an area that your rod is than to cast your rod into the area that the corn is. I don't know if you get that. But yeah, chumming is a very important part. You'll catch 10 times as many fish if you chum versus if you don't, because if they just see your one little kernel of corn, they're gonna think it's sort of suspicious, but if they see hundreds, then they'll think it's a bargain. So yeah, chumming, very important factor. And another benefit to this cheap everyday corn is that it's cheap and everyday. So it shouldn't matter if you chum a ton and lose some. And yeah, corn's the way to go in this scenario. All right, guys, just caught this fairly nice size ditch carp. The colors on this one are awesome. Tail's all orange. Yep. Oh God. I'll have to get this one back in the water. But yeah, pretty nice fish. Just gonna toss it in. Well, if you're still on the fence about this whole carp fishing thing, another good reason to fish for carp is that they bite all day. I mean, they're one of the few fish I've encountered that, I mean, it's like what, 12-12 right now, and they will bite all day long. They aren't picky like catfish or bass. So yeah, that's another benefit. And another thing to point out, these aren't the Asian carp that you're like required to kill, the ones that jump in your boats and all that crazy stuff. These are just common carp. They've been here forever. I mean, yes, they are invasive, but in New Mexico, sort of everything is invasive except for bluegill. I mean, our bass aren't even native, so doesn't really matter to us. But I mean, killing them is okay, I guess, if you're up for it. I do not believe they are good eating at all. I will say that we did want to kill some carp after stealing Trey's rod, but we are strong so far, so we'll see if that holds up. Yep, so carp are a great species to catch. I mean, the Europeans really got it down. They know what they're doing up there. But they'd probably be pretty offended by how we're catching them, though. We aren't using $60 rigs and a bunch of overcomplicated stuff, but you know, we're holding our own. So yeah, carp are good. They're carp. That one went like crazy. He swam like halfway across the other shore. I'm gonna loosen up on the drag. I saw the flash of him, and I think this one's pretty big. I thought I lost him actually because he was swimming to shore. I'm surprised I still have him because my hook is barbless. Let's see if we can get him to surface. Ooh. Yeah, that's a nice one. I don't think he's really fat. Oh, whoa. It's actually pretty small. I don't know. I think it's just an average fish. Really strong though. But yeah, that's not bad. I think I'll still need my camera guy. Alright, it's pretty tuckered out. Alright, I'll see you guys after I land him. If I can't get it off, I'll just cut the line. It's the right thing to do with fish. He's like barely in. Why are you... Oh, there he goes. That tiny little hook that got that big carp. I don't think he's the biggest carp of the trip, but ooh, it's nice. That's a nice one though. You can see that fin. Oh, wow, they actually have a spine there. I didn't know that. The more you know. It's a nice little carp. Doesn't have as much red on the fins. But yeah, nice. The scales are in good condition. Yep, nice little common. There's that mouth. You can use a pretty big bait and they'll still take it right down there. That's why you can get away with pretty big boilies. Well, thanks, Mr. Fish. Let's release him. Ooh, this is carp number 4 or 5. Yeah, 5. Yet another carp. Was that bite pretty explosive as well?
Yeah. All the carp bites have been pretty explosive. Oh, there he is. Ooh.
Is it big?
Yeah, pretty. I think he's like normal size. He's average.
Well, all these carp are pretty big, so I mean, look at the bend in that rod. Yeah, that's just his little trout rod, but if you have the drag set, you can catch anything. Oh, I think that's a nice one.
This one's definitely fighting the most out of all the fish I caught.
Yeah, it is on your little trout rod. There he is. Oh yeah, it's nice. It almost looked like a mirror carp. That'd be awesome. Nope. It's nice and pale. Alright guys, I'm gonna land it for him and then we'll be right back. It's just barely in the lip. Nice. That's a nice one. I'd say another 18, maybe 20 actually, including the tail. There, hook comes right out. Barbless hooks are the way to go in this scenario. Look at that tail. He has that nice red. Gorgeous.
Right, I'm gonna get him back.
All right. So you think that was the hardest fighting fish of the bunch?
Yep. Other than that turtle. That turtle was pretty hard.
Oh yeah, that turtle. We couldn't land it. I mean, that was...
It was massive.
That fought harder than the pike he caught. Alright guys, we are out of corn, which officially means we are done for the day. I'd say we had a pretty good session. What, Trey, like 6 fish altogether? Yeah, 6 fish and a turtle. So that was pretty exciting. I hope you guys had as much fun watching as we did experiencing. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, YouTube stuff, all that jazz. I hope you guys had a fun time. We'll see you later. Toodles.